Okay, let's start in child's pose. Knees together or apart. Walk your hands forward, bring your forehead to the floor, reach through the sides of your body, and bring your awareness to your breath. Feel your abdomen pressing down as you inhale. And let's walk hands over to the left and stretch open that right side, reaching back through your hip, right armpit down. And then walk hands over to the right. Plant the palm, reach back to the left hip. Nice deep breaths into the left side. And walk hands back to center. Let's come up onto all fours. Tabletop position, knees under hips, palms under shoulders. And let's do some cat-cows, warming up your spine. So inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round your back, look towards your belly button. And continue that way, moving with your breath. Feeling all your vertebrae moving. Moving back to a neutral spine. Let's go side to side. Getting that full lateral motion in your vertebrae. And then back to neutral. Let's combine the two motions into a circle. So drop your belly, look up. And then let's go to the right and then round the back and go to the left and drop the belly and continue in a circle. Really getting that full range of motion in your spine. And let's switch directions. And then step in neutral spine again. Let's curl the toes under, sit back on your heels. Opening up the bottoms of your feet, stretching your toes. And then let's pull the right arm across with your left arm, stretching that right shoulder. And release the right arm. Let's pull the left arm across. And release the left arm. Let's bring the weight off of the toes. Bring the tops of your feet to the floor. And then arms go behind. And let's see if you can lift the knees off the mat at all to stretch the top of the ankles and feet. And then bringing the knees back to the mat. Let's bring palms forward, fingers facing down, and palms to the mat, stretching your wrists and your inner forearms. Remembering to take conscious breaths here. And bring the weight off your hands. Let's flip the back of the hands forward. Bring the back of your hands to the floor. Twist your inner elbows forward to really get that long stretch on the back of the forearms. And let's bring the weight off the hands. Just do some tight fists, wide fingers. And then let's come, walk your hands forward. Let's come into plank to start, and then we're gonna push back into your downward facing dog. And let's walk the knees out here, bending your knees one by one. And then let's bring our awareness to the hands and fingers to press into, spread your fingers wide and press into the knuckles and fingers. Press the floor away from you. Curl your triceps in and up. And then relax your neck and head. Press your chest towards your thighs. Lift your butt to the sky and reach down through your heels. A nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And feel this activation of the upper body and this nice deep stretch in the back of the legs. Now let's lift the right leg up into the air, reach back through your toes, and then bend your right knee, open your hips out to the side, squeeze your heel in towards your butt. And then we're going to square the hips and bring your knee to nose to coming forward into plank, and squeeze your knee to your nose, and then send your leg back and up, and knee to nose. And then we're going to come into side plank, step that right leg through, send your left arm into the air, lift your hips, and then sole of your left foot's on the floor, option to lift your right leg in the air, activating your inner thighs. From here, let's see if you can bring your knee back to nose, coming back into plank. And then step your right foot through. Going into this low lunge here, set your back knee down and just let your hips sink down towards the floor, stretching open the front of the left hip. Plant your left palm, put your right hand on your right knee, twist to the right, look to the ceiling. Untwist, let's curl the back toes under and lift the back knee off the floor. So squeeze the thighs in towards each other, squeeze the glutes, and we're gonna lift upper body up into high lunge. So strong back leg, nice deep bend in the front leg. And now we're gonna twist to the right, bringing the arms down parallel to the floor, arms out wide. And twist back to front, arms up, facing forward, and then palms come together at the center of your chest. Lean your torso forward, and we're going to twist to the right again, bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Untwist, or no, stay twisted. So keep your upper body right where it is. And then step that back foot forward. So we're going to come into a twisted chair pose. So make sure your body weight's back in your heels, your knees are back. You're sitting down nice and low. And then let's untwist and twist to the other side. So right elbow to the outside of the left knee, hips low, looking up towards the ceiling. And then all the weight on the left foot. Step your right foot back into our lunge position. Untwist. Let's bring arms up, torso up, lifting up and out of the waist, strong legs. And then twist to the left, opening arms up, out wide, parallel to the floor. Try to keep your hips square. Untwist, arms up. And then hands come down to either side of the front foot. Let's set the back knee down. Plant the right palm, left hand to left knee twist. Untwist, just focus on sinking down into that right hip. Now let's curl the back toes under, lift your right knee up off the floor, plant your palms and bring knee to nose. Turn to your right, step your left leg under and through, right arm in the air for side plank. So this time, the right sole of the foot's on the floor, and you have the option to press into that foot, lift your left leg off the floor. Squeezing the inner thighs. From here, back to knee to nose. And let's come three-legged dog. Send that left leg back and up. Again, knee to nose. Send the left leg back, three-legged dog. And let's bend the left knee, open the hips out to the side. Squeezing your heel towards your butt. And square the hips, set your left foot down. And let's come forward into plank. And shift the weight forward. Slowly, arms in, lower down to the mat. So Cobra from here, squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes, press your tops of your feet down into the floor. Very little weight in the hands. Lift your upper body off the floor using your lower back strength. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Make sure you can breathe here. Check back in with your legs and glutes. Are they still squeezing tight? And slowly lower down. Bring your right ear to the mat. Send your right arm out to the side. And then press up onto your right side for our shoulder stretch. You can send your right arm a little up higher or down lower, depending on if you need more or less intensity. And then when you find your perfect spot for stretching today, nice deep breaths. All right, come back to your mat, rolling onto your stomach. One more Cobra, so squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes, press your feet into the floor. Arms and shoulders relaxed. And slowly lift your upper body in the air using your lower back strength. Squeeze your shoulder blades, long neck. Slowly lower back down. Bring your left arm out to the side and press up onto your left side. And then roll back onto your stomach. From here, you can do a push-up either on push-up on your knees or a full push-up. Arms in close to your body, palms flat. Engage your abdomen before you do it. And then push up onto knees or into plank. If you're on your knees, then come into plank. And then press back into downward facing dog. And let's do our sequence one more time, starting with the other side. So let's start with a nice deep inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And this time we're going to start by lifting the left leg in the air. Bend your left knee, open your hips out to the side. Squeeze your heel into your butt, really stretching open that left quad. And then we're going to be coming forward into plank, knee to nose, rounding in your back, abdomen pulling in. And then send your left leg back and up. And then again, knee to nose. And then step through, coming into our side plank. Right arm up, left leg under and through. And option to lift that left leg in the air. Keep lifting your hips. Come back to knee to nose. Step your left foot through and set your right knee down. And let's sink down into our hips. And then plant the right palm, left hand to left knee, twist to the left. Untwist, hands to the floor, curl your back toes under, lift your back knee off the floor. And then squeeze the legs, strong base. Inhale, lift up, arms up. Deep bend in your front leg. Let's twist to the left, arms come out wide to the sides. And face forward, arms up, palms together at the center of your chest. Lean the torso forward and twist to the left, right elbow to left knee. Eventually trying to get the palms of your hands to the center of your chest. And then let's shift the weight forward onto that left foot. Step your right foot next to the left, coming into chair twist. Untwist, sit down deeper, body weight back in the heels, and twist to the right. Step your left foot back, slowly, carefully. Untwist, arms up, high lunge, and twist to the right, arms out parallel to the floor. Untwist, arms up, and then hands down to the floor, set your back knee down. Right hand to right knee, twist to the right. Untwist, sink down into your left hip. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee off the floor. Plant your palms, and we're gonna come knee to nose, right knee to nose. Curling in, abdomen strong here. And then step your right foot under and through, left arm up, side plank, lift your hips. Option to lift that bottom leg about a foot off the floor. All right, let's come back to plank knee to nose. And send your right leg back and up, three-legged dog. And come forward, knee to nose, round. Send your right leg back. And then bend your right knee, open your hips out to the side, squeeze your right heel to your butt, lift your right knee. And then square the hips to the floor and right foot down. And then let's come down, knees down on hands and knees. And we're gonna swing the legs forward in front. And just relax legs. Let's do a forward fold here. Slowly round up. Stack your spine. Let's bend the knees up
And we're just gonna bring arms forward and slowly roll your spine down onto the floor as slow as you can, one vertebra at a time. Until you're all the way on your back. And let's try shoulder stand here. So arms are down by your side, palms pressing flat. You can bring your knees to your chest and then use your hands. Get your knees up over your head so that you can place your hands on your lower back to support yourself. And then let's bring your legs up straight overhead, using your hands to help support your back. Getting a nice stretch through the neck and shoulders, some compression in the shoulders. Should feel pretty good. To come out, let's bend the knees over the head. And with the help of your hands, slowly rounding the back and then palms to the floor and slowly, one vertebra at a time, bringing your hips back to the floor. And feet to the floor. Next is wind removing pose. Let's lengthen the left leg and pull the right knee in. So you can interlace your fingers just below your knee and elbows in close to your body. Let's pull that right knee a little towards your armpit. So keep that left leg nice and long. Pull the right knee in as hard as you can, just using your bicep strength. Relax your shoulders. And then nice deep breaths into your abdomen. All right, release the right leg. So now right leg is long and straight, and let's pull the left knee in, interlace your fingers below your left knee. So try to keep everything relaxed except your biceps, which are pulling the left knee down and into the body on the outside of the torso. And then nice deep breaths into your abdomen as you pull. So the goal here is that as you breathe and you compress, you're massaging your guts. So we start on the right because that's the ascending colon. We move to the left, that's the descending colon. Release your left leg. Let's pull both knees in. If you can, grab your elbows over your knees for a really tight, compact grip. Otherwise, you can grab forearms or wrists or fingers, whatever is available today. Let's tuck the chin in towards the chest to try to get the back of the neck towards the floor. And again, nice deep breaths into your compressed abdomen. All right, so you can release the pressure, but keep your knees bent up and tucked into your body so that we can just go ahead and let the legs fall over to the left. Right arm will come out to the right and head turns to the right if that's comfortable. And let's bring knees back to center. Let's bring forehead towards the knees just to straighten out the spine. And then let the legs drop over to the right. Left arm out to the side. Head turn to the left if that's comfortable on your neck. And then let's bring these back to center. And then grab your feet on the outside for happy baby. Letting your knees pull down towards the floor. Press your feet into your hands, uncurl your lower back towards the mat. And then whatever motions feel good here, maybe some rocking, maybe a little bending and straightening of the legs, or maybe just stillness, whatever you'd like. All right, release your feet. Bring your legs out long. Arms by your sides. Take up some space. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. And then just let everything go on your mat. Completely relax. If you notice any areas of tension, just release that tension with your exhales. And just enjoy this relaxed time on your mat. Enjoying how your body feels opened up and a little looser after that activity. And just relax. If your mind is wandering, come back to your body and look for areas of tension that you can release. Now start to deepen your breath. Move your fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs. If you'd like, bring your arms over your head for a full body stretch. And then either turn onto your side and push up from there, or roll back and forth on your spine to come back to seated.